This week on the Scottish Football Roundup, George Oakley stars in a big win for Ayr United, Cally Thistle secure a big away win at Alloa, and the late show in Methil sees East Fife move clear at the top. But we kick off in the Championship. League leaders Falkirk faced off against Raith Rovers at Starks Park. The Bairns taking just 6 minutes to open the scoring, with Liam Henderson turning home Brad Spencer's free kick at the back post. The towering Falkirk defender bagging his 4th goal of the season in all competitions. Falkirk came flying out the blocks in Kirkcaldy and could have been 2 to the good just a few minutes later. Ethan Ross with a big chance, but unable to find the target. The home team would begin to build momentum towards the tail end of the half. Defender Paul Hanlon going close to equalising, but being blocked on the line by Falkirk's Henderson. Dylan Easton was the match winner for Rovers when these sides met in the Scottish Cup last weekend. His free kick agonisingly cracking the crossbar just before half-time. It was an evenly matched contest going into the second period, but Falkirk would take advantage of a defensive error on the hour mark as Ross McKeever punished Ewan Murray's loose-headed clearance. McKeever with just his 3rd league goal of the season, this one arguably his most important. Rovers kept battling right till the end, with hopes of a late turnaround, but Jamie Gullen's low effort was the closest they'd come as the league leaders returned to winning ways after a difficult week off the park. The Honest Men's excellent form has coincided with striker George Oakley finding his goal-scoring touch. He put Ayr ahead inside 19 minutes with a bullet header. Oakley undoubtedly the Championship's in-form striker right now. Another player in red-hot form for Ayr is Jay Henderson. The creative forward picked out Jamie Murphy with a sublime pass as the experienced winger went close to making it 2-0. But Ayr wouldn't have to wait too long to find that second goal. Henderson with a neat cross on 36 minutes to pick out who else but Oakley to double his tally for the day. The striker is untouchable right now. This his 7th goal in his last 4 appearances. But the second half would see life become more difficult for the home team as they were reduced to 10 men in the 76th minute for this challenge by Nick McAllister. Having struggled to create much in front of goal, Partick Thistle would go on to take advantage of the man advantage and pulled a goal back through Harry Milne in the 87th minute. The fullback scoring at Somerset Park for the 2nd time this season. Thistle piled on the pressure late into the game in search of an equalising goal, but Scott Brown's side stood firm to hold on for 3 important points against a promotion rival.
Gives it to Fraser. Zinged into Stevie May's feet. Tries to set Montano free down the left again. Robbie Muirhead's free at the back post. Montano manages to find him. Edge of the box. Muirhead bends! Oh, not Robbie Muirhead! It is Robbie Muirhead from 25 yards on the opening 3 minutes. McGowan into me. Really good chest round the corner. Scott Pittman breaking through on goal. Scotty Pittman squares Christian Montano! Not Christian Montano! Superb from Livingston. They double the lead, just 15 minutes gone here at the home of the Set Fair. Slip down the channel, Ollie shot, unfamiliar position. Crosses, head away by McGowan. Scott Martin hits Macaulay Tate. Big block by the Loney. Longridge, Jamie Burjonas. Tries to get away from Brandon, strikes. Tipped round the corner. Lewis Smith. Left for Fraser. Good positive first touch. Tries to cut delivery. Meshack, Ubochioma. Oh, what a save, Charlie Albinson. Scott Pittman. Lewis Smith, goal! It was a bit of a deflection, but whipped up and into the back of the net. Player goes along. Ewan Anderson has seen enough though here at the home of the Set Fair.
Two sides battling at the bottom of the table faced off in Lanarkshire on Saturday afternoon. Early heroics required from Dunfermline's Toby Oluwayemi to keep out a goal-bound header from Craig Watson. And the power stopper would be called into action again soon enough. 14 minutes on the clock when Oluwayemi initially denied Ben Wilson, with Lewis McGrattan on hand to turn home the opener. The former Morton midfielder bagging his first league goal for the Diamonds. Despite their unfavourable league position, Airdrie looked excellent throughout the first half here and could have been further ahead if Lewis Strapp's header had found the target. But the home team kept their foot on the gas and were rewarded with a second goal in first half stoppage time as former Pars midfielder Chris Mockery swept home. Mockery is in a rich vein of form, the midfielder scoring for the fourth game running. Having struggled for much of the season, Airdrie looked like a team brimming with confidence here and would make it 3-0 in the 57th minute, with striker Wilson finding the net. The Northern Irishman hitting double figures in his debut season for the Diamonds. Dunfermline struggled for much of the afternoon in Airdrie, but would have a big chance late on, as new signing Connor Young fired over from close range, with Airdrie securing their first league win since August. Two sides with playoff aspirations went head-to-head at the National Stadium. The home side starting the brighter of the two, with Ryan Duncan going close with an early volleyed effort. Queen's Park made a strong start to proceedings at Hampden and grabbed the opening goal after a sweeping move in the 23rd minute allowed Zach Rudden to tap home from close range. Rudden following up his Scottish Cup goal against Montrose with one in the league. And the Spiders would have an opportunity to double their lead before the break after slack play at the back from Morton, but Louis Longridge could only find the side netting. Having been second best for large periods of the first half, Morton would come out fighting in the second. 67 minutes on the clock when the Capello club levelled things up through Lamar Reynolds. The attacker picking an excellent time to score his first goal for the club. And having been one down for most of the game, Morton would go on to overturn the deficit. Michael Garrity showcasing his pace and composure in the 76th minute for 2-1. An excellent touch with the right foot, followed up by a cool finish with the left. Queen's Park threw everything at their opponents late in the game in hopes of salvaging a point, with goalkeeper Callum Ferry going closest from a stoppage time corner kick, as the away side returned to Inverclyde with all 3 points. Here's a look at how things stand after a busy weekend in the William Hill Championship. It's as you were at the summit, with each of the top 3 sides taking maximum points, while Airdrie will be delighted to have gained ground on the teams above with their first win of the new year. And now into William Hill League 1, where the promotion race is heating up. Cove Rangers had a chance to gain ground on opponent Stenhousemuir when they travelled to Ochilview. Declan Glass turning home the opening goal after just 29 minutes. Paul Hartley's side looked sharp throughout the first half in FK5 and would add to their lead just 2 minutes later. Adam Emsley finding Mitch Megginson, who nutmegged Darren Jamieson for 2-0. And a free-flowing first half from the Toonsers was capped off with a third goal in the 38th minute. Megginson the provider this time, with his cross turned home by midfielder Finlay Marshall. The second period was far quieter in terms of goalmouth action, but there was still time for one more moment of magic. Step forward Fraser Fivey in the 84th minute, who put the result beyond any doubt. Queen of the South welcomed Dumbarton to Dumfries. The promotion-chasing hosts with a lightning-quick start to the match, as Adam Brooks opened the scoring after just 3 minutes. But Dumbarton would hit back with an equalising goal soon enough. 28 minutes on the clock when Mark Durnan powered home from a corner kick. The Suns would carry their momentum forward from the goal, with heroics required from Queen stopper Ross Stewart to keep out Finlay Gray, with Dumbarton unable to find the net on the follow-up. But the second half would see Queens go on to reassert their dominance, with a moment of indecision at the back from Dumbarton punished in the 54th minute, as Brooks bagged his second of the afternoon. The home team continued to push to strengthen their lead, with Brendan Dickinson winning a free kick just outside the Dumbarton box. A free kick which Dickinson curled beautifully into the top corner for 3-1 in the 66th minute. An excellent afternoon's work for Peter Murphy's Doonhamers. Montrose's long journey to Gallowbank was made worthwhile after just 9 minutes, as Dundee United loanee Owen Sturton opened the scoring on his league debut for the Mo. Blair Lyons was almost the hero for Montrose in last weekend's narrow Scottish Cup defeat to Queen's Park. He would go on to double the Gable Endies' advantage just 10 minutes later with a neat turn and finish. Montrose were well on top in the first half and could have been further in front before the break. Midfielder Callum Sandilands' curling strike a whisker away from finding the far corner. But having been under the cosh for much of the first half, Annan would begin to mount a comeback midway through the second, as Tommy Muir halved the deficit in 71 minutes. The home team had momentum on their side in the second period, and hunted down an equaliser. Josh Dixon just inches away from finding the corner of the net. The Galabankies had to dig deep throughout this one, but would find the equaliser just before time as Muir powered home his second in the 89th minute. A hard-fought contest in Annan, with the spoils shared in the end. Cally Thistle travelled to the Rex with a point to prove after a midweek defeat in Dumfries, with Scott Kelleher's side winning a corner kick in 21 minutes. A brilliant delivery finding the head of Keith Bray, who beat PJ Morrison for 1-0. Alfie Bavidge has looked bright in his early appearances for Inverness. He was gifted a chance by nervy play in the Alloa defence, but was kept out by the inside of the post. Having struggled to create many clear chances in the first half, Alloa would make a double quick start to the second, as Luke Rankin picked out O'Donnell to equalise in the 46th minute. But Cally Thistle weren't happy with sharing the spoils and would re-establish their one-goal lead after neat play from Paul Allen in the 79th minute set up Alfie Stewart to score. Despite falling behind twice, Alloa hadn't given up hope and kept on fighting late into the game, but couldn't beat Musa Dabaga for a second time, as it ended 2-1 to the away team. Let's check in on how things stand in William Hill League One. Queen of the South and Cove Rangers gained ground in the promotion race thanks to a pair of big victories, while Cally Thistle are within touching distance of Annan after a big win in Clackmannanshire. And finally into League Two, where promotion hopes are rife in Fife. League leaders East Fife welcomed playoff chasing Edinburgh City to Methil. The best chance in a quiet first half coming to veteran East Fife forward Alan Troughton, who couldn't beat Mark Weir. But it would be the Citizens who would strike first early in the second half. 58 minutes gone when Malik Zaid found James Stokes, who picked out the bottom corner. The away team managed to repel East Fife's efforts for the majority of the match. That was until the 80th minute, when Nathan Austin swept home an excellent equalising goal. But having levelled things up, East Fife weren't settling for a share of the spoils. Patient play in the 87th minute, leading to Adam Loref tucking home what ought to be the match-winning goal. But there was far more drama in store. Edinburgh City would be reduced to 10 men in the 90th minute, as Eden Lynch saw red for an off-the-ball challenge on East Fife's Loref. And there was still time for more action at Bayview. The home team making it 3-1 in the 92nd minute, with Rhys Peggy squeezing one in beyond City keeper Weir. Despite being a man light, City continued to probe in search of a late goal. A good chance coming to Tui Daramola, who called Liam McFarlane into action. And deep into stoppage time, the game would produce another big moment. Callum Higginbotham finding striker Troughton with a cute pass, who won a penalty kick. Having won the spot kick, Troughton stepped up and coolly converted it to cap off an excellent turnaround for Dick Campbell's side. Peterhead travelled to the capital to take on a Spartans side unbeaten in their last 2 matches. The Blue Toon thought they'd taken a first half lead when Jack Brown lobbed Blair Carswell. But the goal chalked off after deliberation between the officials for an offside. But the opening goal would take until the second half to arrive. 59 minutes on the clock when the ball broke for Mark Stow, with the attacker poking home beyond Blessing Olayemi. Peterhead were determined to turn things around after the opening goal and went close after a sustained period of pressure, with Owen Collity's eventual shot kept out by the midriff of Spartan stopper Carswell. The away side threw everything they had at Spartans right until the death, with one final chance dropping for Cammy Smith, who narrowly missed the top corner, as referee Alistair Grieve brought an end to the game. The Beanos aimed to end a 4-game winless run when they welcomed Bonnyrigg Rose to Fourth Bank. Stirling taking just 2 minutes to open the scoring, with James Graham finding the bottom corner. And the home fans would have more to cheer on the 25-minute mark, as a foul on Josh Kerr won a penalty kick. And having won the spot kick, Kerr stepped up to take it, but was thwarted by the strong hands of Paddy Martin. But the Beanos weren't deterred by their unsuccessful penalty kick and went in search of another goal. That goal being provided by the right boot of Robbie McNabb in the 39th minute. Adam Brown has been one of the signings of the season so far. The former Stenhouse Muirman putting Stirling 3 up with a sublime free kick on the stroke of half-time. From one free kick to another, Bonnyrigg almost pulled one back in spectacular fashion through Lucas Stenhouse, before Derek Gaston was on hand to smother the Roses' second attempt. The second half saw Stirling continue to knock at the door, with Jack Harkness the next to go close, denied only by a stunning save from Martin before Ryan Shanley curled over. Stirling could have scored a hatful in this one had it not been for some top saves from Martin, who again made a big save to keep out Kerr. While there would be another opportunity late on for Shanley to open his Beanos account, but Martin was there to keep the score at 3-0. Station Park was the venue for this basement battle in League 2. Stranraer having to do some last-ditch defending early on to keep out a goal-bound effort from Ross McLean. The hosts kept piling on the pressure early on, with Stuart Morrison's header requiring more heroics from the Stranraer defence before the chance eventually broke down. But having been forced to hold on for much of the opening 45, Stranraer would break the deadlock early in the second half. Grant Gallagher's 51st minute header squeezing past Mark McCallum. The momentum had swung in favour of the away team following the opening goal, with a neat through ball playing in Robbie Foster, who was inches away from making it 2-0. Stranraer keeper Josh Lane would be called into action on his debut for the club, with a big double save required to prevent a Forfar equaliser. The Loons continued to create chances late in the game in search of a leveller, but were unable to find a way to goal, as Stranraer put a bit of breathing room between themselves and their opponents. New Douglas Park was the venue for this meeting between Clyde and Elgin City. The crossbar on hand to keep the score at 0-0 when Logan Donaghy went close for Clyde. Deshaun Golding has been one of Elgin City's top performers this season. The attacker had an early opportunity for the away team, which was well blocked by the Clyde defence. The second half would see Clyde again start on the front foot, with another good chance coming to Donaghy. The powerful attacker this time stopped by the legs of Tom McHale. The home team kept piling on the pressure, with this flighted free kick just about scrambled away as Clyde continued to threaten. Much of Elgin's good forward play came through attacker Golding. He delivered a teasing ball into the Clyde box, which was crucially blocked by Craig Howie. But the game's big talking point would come towards its conclusion. 88 minutes on the clock when Jordan Houston mistimed a challenge on Lyle Booth. The challenge leading to referee Duncan Nicholson producing a red card, with Clyde reduced to 10 men as it ended goalless. Here's how things are shaping up in William Hill League 2. East Fife moved 5 clear after a dramatic finish in Methil, with Peterhead tasting defeat at Ainsley Park. While Stranraer's win in Angus sees the Blues leapfrog Bonnyrigg Rose into 8th place. Join us again next week for another edition of the Scottish Football Roundup.